Okay, okay. I'll admit it. I was wrong and you were right. Is that what you wanted to hear from me? Yes, I know. You are just as crazy as I am, though. That's why we met in the first place, remember? So, no. No, I'm not gonna say it. Fine, fine. I will say it. I am sorry that I thought that you had an affair with that guy and that the baby wasn't mine. Is that enough for you now? What do you mean it isn't enough? I already said I'm sorry. What else do you want me to say? What else do you want from me? Do you want me to kneel and beg? You you want you want me to no. No. This is just not something I can do. I know I may have hurt your feelings a bit. I know you ended up screaming at me when I went to sleep on the couch, as I told you I would. That was actually just crazy. You just went downstairs and I was almost falling asleep. But this is just not the way. Well, yeah, I know I hurt you, but it's not that big a deal. I mean, we went to the doctor and he confirmed that the baby probably was mine. I am the father and all that. And after that, you showed me your phone chats with him, and in all the conversations, you were all. Yeah. And you helped me watch that guy for a while. It was almost a week. So I'm okay. I'm convinced. You did not cheat on me. Is that enough for you? Again with this. I am not gonna do that. I already told you that's not something I am willing to do, even though I know I hurt you. So let's put that on there with a pin, and we can leave that for later. Does that work? Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. I know. You don't have to remind me. I didn't leave it for later, and you told me and all that, but, you know. I just. It's hard for me to control myself when I know that you have those guys at work that talk to you because I know that they talk to you and that they go to lunch with you sometimes, and that's just plain unacceptable. I get kind of, jealous. And when I get jealous, just like you, I get crazy. So, there's that. I just don't think that merits that kind of punishment, Oh, of course you think you do. You always know what's right. Well, for me at least. But I know what's right for you as well. And anyway, I'll let you have this one now that you have insisted so much. Okay. Go ahead and slap me in the cheek. Yeah, that's what you wanted, right? You said, I want to slap you because you were a complete moron. So, here's my cheek. Go. The left one. The left one is softer. Huh. Okay, there you go. Ouch! Jesus Christ, that hurt. See, this is why I didn't want you to hit me. You are not some precious little delicate princess that can't defend themselves. You are a strong wife. And you hit me pretty hard, and that's gonna leave a mark, Well, yeah, metaphorically, yeah, my comments are going to leave a mark as well on you, but you know how it is. I mean, you understand, right? We are both the same. That's why I fell for you, and that's why you fell for me. You know I'm not going to change this behavior because you love the preoccupation. Because I am. It's not that I'm just crazy. It's not that I want to hurt you. It's not that I want to hurt anyone. I just get jealous and worried about you and me and us and now, well, the baby. Actually, what's going to be his name? Well, her name also, but fine. We'll not decide that now, but okay, that's fair. But we have to reach a consensus here. Are you okay with me not changing these ways that I have? Because I am okay with you not changing either. Because don't get it twisted, lady. You are the same. Do you remember when I went to that business trip a few weeks ago? And you were all blah, 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 blah. I don't want you to go because you're gonna leave me behind and you're gonna forget about me. And there's going to be people and blah, and blah, and blah. And I convinced you that it wasn't that way. We went to dinner and all that because I care about you and I appreciated that you cared about me even though it was crazy shit. And we ended up in bed. But that's a story for another day. The thing is that when I went there to the trip, and you know, we went with a cruise and all that, it was a fancy thing, but I never did anything to wrong you. And even though I told you I wouldn't, and we had fun because of it, you called like 2 times every 5 minutes. So don't be all innocent little lady gets wronged by his evil husband that thinks he's cheating on her. I mean, you have done so in the past as well. But the thing is, I understand. I get you. I know why you did it. Because I know why I do it. It's because I worry about you, and it's because you worry about me. And our well-being. So, yeah, exactly. So I wanted you to understand that when I heard about the news of the babies, when I got here, when you called me and I came here in an emergency, I had to be worried. You had history with that guy. I know nothing happened. I know. Do not raise your voice at me. But in my mind, it was still a danger. So, it was only natural for me to think that maybe something like this could have happened. So, I just wanted to make sure because I was away for a long time. And maybe that guy just convinced you or something. Maybe he convinced you that I wasn't good enough for you because maybe I'm not. And I got jealous. That's the thing. And maybe I'm afraid to tell you this. Maybe I'm scared. Maybe I'm a coward. Maybe I'm just too ashamed and I act more violent than caring. But I know you know the feeling is exactly the same. I just thought that maybe if that baby wasn't mine, you would have gotten away with another guy and left me behind to rot in this land without baby, without wife, without anyone. And you know how that goes, right? I mean, you remember when we were alone before we got together. It was awful and it was wrong and it felt bad. And I know you felt bad as well. And then we met and you were such a crazy woman. And I loved that. You were protective and defensive. And sometimes you attacked anyone that came near me. And it used to turn people off sometimes. But I was happy with that. And I am still happy with that because you love me, and I know that now. And I was the same. I was the same with you, and I've always been the same with you. And what I want you to understand it's that I am like that because, well, not because I am afraid that someone can get you away, but maybe I'm afraid that I am not good enough at protecting you. Maybe I am afraid that you may start protecting another person or protecting yourself and not me anymore. But what I want to say is that I love you, and I've loved you for months, for years, and I'll keep loving you for as long as you love me. And that's the thing. And I want to protect and I want to attack if necessary to defend that. And when you call me, of course, as I told you before, when you call me about the baby thing, that thought just crossed my mind. What if it isn't me? What if you want to leave me and I lose purpose? Because you are my purpose. And I hope I'm yours. So, yeah, that's it, I think. So, I am sorry. Hopefully you can accept my apologies. And I love you. That's all there is to it. I want to protect you. And I'm sorry, I'm such a crazy person, but I'm not going to change. Because I am that person solely for you. So I hope you can appreciate that as I appreciate you being such a crazy woman as well. So just come here and smooch. Let's raise our kid happily. Does that sound like a good ending to you? Because it sure does sound like one for me. Then let's go to bed.